Hey guys, welcome back to another series of Trader Zearth weekly chart analysis. So as usual, first let's start with the news section. So alright, it's not a really busy week if you're trading the US market. Well, the first thing that we want to take notice on the China news on Monday. So if you're trading the Hang Seng or maybe the China indices, you want to take note on this. So if you're trading the FTSE, you really want to take note on the news on Tuesday and the news on Friday. And if you are trading the US market, you just have to be a little bit more alert on Tuesday and Thursday. So that's pretty much all we have for the news. Let's go to the charts. I'm going to talk a bit about Bursa today, but let's go through the indices first. So the UK 100. Last week I said that we can look for areas to long if the price comes to this area, right? But unfortunately, instead of building a strong foothold at this area, the price seems to have rejected. So what we're going to do next week is that we're going to wait and see, right? If the price holds around this area and forms a decent base, we can look for opportunities to go for a long position. But however, if this area breaks and it falls down to 7460 areas, then we really want to watch. I think this is a decent floor for longs, around 7380, but let's see what the market tells us. We have all these Brexit uncertainties and stuff. We really don't want to take unnecessary risks when it comes to the UK 100. So as of now, I'm a little bit bearish on this, but I think in time, the UK 100 is going to be really bullish. So let's go to Hang Seng. So the same goes for Hang Seng. Last week, I think I mentioned around this area, the 28400 area, it should hold, but unfortunately it breaks, right? So it breaks, it fall down to this area of interest that I plot last week. It rebounded, but what we can see that it got rejected around this 28530 to the 28600 areas. So what I'm saying right now is that market is being rejected around this zone. In order for us to be really bullish, the market has got to break above this and break above the 29,000 area, right? So in this period of time, I'm expecting the market to go sideways for now. It'll probably go up here, rejected, come back here, maybe supported. It's going to go sideways and maybe eventually go up. But of course, however, if this area do break, then we have to look for a new support area, maybe somewhere around 27600. But for now, I would prefer the wait and see approach for this market, right? So the S&P and the US 30, the S&P and the Dow Jones, it's really bullish. So the previous, area to break becomes a new support. If the price were to come back around this area, do look for opportunities to long. If you want to long right now, I think it's a bit, a bit riskier. If you really wanted to long, you should have long on 10th of July, after the pin bar, right? So the same goes for the Dow Jones. I'm not going to say too much on this. So let's talk about Australia. I think last week I mentioned that Australia is the only indices with the highest chance of, a highest chance for us to short, right? So we had a sell down on Monday. On Monday and Tuesday it got rejected. Then what you're seeing is that the market is building a decent resistance somewhere around the 6700 area to the 6720 areas. So if we are following the Fibonacci rule, in which where the market dropped, rebound to the 61.8%, if it breaks this 100% area is going to easily come back to this 6550 areas. So if you have a short position, consider taking profit here, and if you wanted to extend, at most it can come to 6450 areas before eventually maybe falling down to the 6350 areas, right? So I'm still bearish on the Australia 200, but I would be really, concerned on this level. It has to break. If it doesn't break, then it's going to be pretty bullish, in my opinion. Well, I'm done for the indices update. Let's talk a bit about Bursa. So this week I have 3 counters for Bursa. The first one is Kiesic. So what we're seeing right here is that there is some potential accumulation. So we see some volume coming in. We see some volume here. It came, it got rejected, it fell. We see volume here again. It came, got rejected, it fell. Then we see a little bit of sideways, and now we're seeing some volume. So what we can do based on this information is that if the price were to drop back to maybe 105, you can consider buying a bit. If it drops to like 10 cents, you can buy a little bit more. Eventually, this area is a collection zone for me. And for the price to retest the 18 cents area, it has got to break this psychological level that was strongly resisted in the past, right? So as long as the price stays above 13 cents after this uptrend, it's going to be quite easy for the price to move back to the 18 cents area. Let's talk a bit about MYEG as well. So for the MYEG counter, what I'm saying is that I'm seeing a cup and handle pattern. You see here? It's a cup and you have a handle here. So as long as the price stays above $1.68, it's going to eventually retest the 2.25 ringgit area. Of course, if the price fails to break up and it got rejected below 1.3, then this signal is considered as invalid, right? So that's all I have for this week. Thank you for listening. Thank you for visiting this channel on a weekly basis. Thank you all for your support, and I hope that my analysis helps you in your weekly trading. Alright, thank you, bye bye.